Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another video here. This is a 2002 Porsche Boxster, and it has a problem. Well, the customer complaint is the check engine light on. Already ID the vehicle and I scan it. One second guys, let me show you what I found. Let me first show you the code. So the codes that we have in these ones, there's the P1128 and P1130, which is bank 1 and bank 2 sensing adaptation, idle range for the oxygen sensors. Okay, so going back to the data that I record, uh, well, first, this is everything in here. Sorry for the sharp noise. Not this one. Let me show you actually this one. Yeah, this is OVD2. I went over to see how the short term and long term for both banks were. For some reason, it's not showing at all. Kind of like recorded as much as I could. I'm still a little bit getting used to this hotel software. But one thing you can see, I don't know why it's not showing me the bank one, which I also like to say for you guys. Let me stop 1 second. Too noisy. All right, let's see how much we can record. Okay, so what I first noticed is that the filterings were very positive, meaning that we have a lean condition. So I went ahead and raised the RPMs on the vehicle to see what the values were. I know that I have now 0 and 5, but believe me, it was like 12 in the long and the short term, so it was like almost 20% on each bank. And it was already warm. As soon as I raised out the RPMs, they changed. But I also wanted to show you the master flow in here is pounds per second. Let's say the maximal value I get is like not even 1 pound per second, or 0.03. The spec that I found on Identifix, it tells me it's like 12 to 24 kilograms per hour. So we will have to do um, kind of like a conversion, right? So we can go actually 0.03 pounds. Um, I should have done this before the video, kind of like extending it here. 10 seconds to then kilogram, I think it's kg. Yeah, kg. Hour. Let's see if that help us. All right, that's only is like almost 50. So that is let's see. Let's see the RPMs and idle. So it's like 0.01. 0.01. That's like around 16. So it should be in between range. 1 second, guys, again. All right, so guys, based on those values that we found in Identifix, looks like the map sensor is kind of reading in between the specs. I still got to do the full throttle tests as well, but this sometimes it's a little risky, especially in a car that you don't know or you're not very familiar with. This is a customer that I have serviced probably 3 times this car. Well, one thing that I want to show you is how you open the convertible on these cars and where you have to stop in order to work on the engine. So you need to turn the ignition on, obviously, set up the parking brake, release the lever that is on the in the center. Let me see. Oh, sorry. Okay, that lever you can see I'm pointing right there. You have to push. It's very easy. Push, open, and then the bottom is right next to the radio. Almost. Let me see if I can point right there. That's it. So you need to open it maybe like around 12 inches, and then stop there. You have to come and release these two cables. They just popped out, and then release this canvas from a holder right here on the back. Let me show you the clips. These two clips. There's one on each side. Then you have to fold again the canvas. This is a kind of like a plastic rear mirror, or not mirror, like glass window. So you have to be careful with that, not to. I mean, make sure that you fold it and then fold. Um, the cover in here is very easy. It's just a lever that you open. Let me actually show it to you. This is the bottom one. After you remove this one and another one just like it. So all you gotta do is lift this handle and then turn. It's four of them. Remove that. Then remove the engine cover, which is this one. Same thing. These are metal, so you can just lift the lever, unscrew, take it off. So very easy and simple. Not much room to work on it. So based on the values that I was reading in there and the pedal position being so different to the throttle body, I definitely know that this throttle body has to be dirty, which it is. But that will not give me that much of a link condition on idle. That is definitely or is telling me there is an intake leak. I still don't say that we don't have a MAF sensor. Sometimes, a skew MAF airflow sensor can give you that too. But so in order to make the video short, I already got my smoke machine connected. I have a battery pack so I can supply power to it, and I have a borescope where I found a leak. So I not even know what the part is in there, but I want to show you guys what I found. So we turn the battery back on. All right, and now we should have very soon the smoke in here. And yes, hopefully, let me see if I can. Let's see if you guys. Yeah, I think in the video you guys can see that smoke, and it's coming from the bottom, right where I got a camera. So what I got is I put the borescope in there, and it's coming right behind that screw. Let's see if I can move it around. Yep, too much. So it's coming right behind of this, and it's a huge leak. Let's say the machine is on the smoke. The bubble is not even trying to calm down, so I have to fix that up. I'm going to look and see what that is. If it's part of the intake manifold, if it's a separate valve, because it's definitely leaking a lot. One other thing that I noticed is all this connection in between the throttle body. Let me get the scope, the borescope out of here. We don't need this for this. I'll turn this off, then turn the battery back off. So again, if you guys see the engine, you can see that all these connections are oily, and that is from the PCB system. Most likely, this is also leaking. The oil helps hoses, especially in temperature changes, to seal. But if they're leaking, it's also an intake leak. So I had this in order to seal the intake. Let me show you now how that looks. Where is my mirror? Somewhere in here. Right here. Yep. Okay. All right. So let me see if I can show you guys that too. Hopefully that is shown on the the camera well. I mean, it's a little harder with this light. Sometimes to get the light away helps better. But yeah, it's definitely dirty. I'm a little concerned on the big difference on percentage because I noticed that when I was accelerating the car with the engine running, I have like 3,500 RPMs and the throttle body. Let me see, was the throttle body? Yeah, one of them. The throttle body of the pedal position sensor it was like in like seven. And okay, how can you get 3,500 RPMs with 7% throttle position? It's impossible. I don't understand why it's not a code for that. We have to understand also too. This is a 2002, so that's going to be a little behind progress or software. So let me see what that is, and I will get back to you with you in the in the video. All right, guys. So I end up lifting the car in order to see where that was coming from, and it's coming from one of the coils. So again, let me set up this smoke. This is on. It should work. It's gonna take a little bit just for the smoke to come. Let me see. I might need that mirror too. I think it's already going on. Sorry for all the shaking, guys. Um, Not sure how clear is that showing, but the smoke is in this coil. Hopefully that shows, and it's in between the coil and the back cover. So we have a back cover, obviously, as you can see here. This just pouring the oil. So, hmm, it's in this center cylinder. At least that's the major one. We have a big leak of oil on this first one here. This is bank two, passenger side. But this engine is just covered of oil on this side. Yeah, right here, the driver's side is doing exactly the same thing. I'm glad I came this side. That's why we got a huge leak. So both, actually the front one in here too, the center one. So this side is very bad. All right, guys. So I'm glad that I went over the other side as well and show you because I only see the passenger side at first, but definitely both sides will need to be repaired. It's a huge leak. That's why both fans are very uh, lean. It's not in a lot of fuel because it's a lot of air. So uh, still, it's a little hard to not call the map sensors, the map sensor, because we have leaks. This is all the readings on the engines are not reading correctly because we have false air coming into the engine. So do we have a right map or a bad map? Is after repair is the only way we can find out. I mean, there is no other way that you can check a map sensor with a car is already like lying to you. So I will leave that open to the customer and see if he wants to replace the map and the oxygen sensor. That no matter what, they're covered of oil as well, connection wise and everything. And spark plugs. Let's see what else we need to do in here. That intake at top looks very covered of oil, so I will just give the customer again a recommendation on all the repairs that I think that will be important to do and tell him what is the most important or if he wants to do the whole thing.